Hey team, just wanted to address something really quickly here because I get a lot of questions about it, and I feel like it's something that is often overlooked, but has been such an integral how you say it part of my success with this business, and that is success partners. Um, I feel really qualified to speak on this subject because I have the best success partner. Obviously, Lindsay and I work very closely together. We co founded Flexi Fit Club and just really built up this team together. So I just wanted to share what is a success partner? To me, a success partner is somebody who you check in with. It's somebody who has, the same work ethic as you. I think the number one issue with finding somebody with for a success partner is that you both have to be on the same page when it comes to your work ethic. Because if one of you is putting in, 4 hours a day into this business and the other person is barely getting half an hour in, you're not going to be going at the same speed. You're not going to be lining up your pace. And, this person that's putting in 4 hours is going to start to feel like they're doing it alone because this other person rarely shows up for their business. So, number one, first and foremost, it doesn't have to be your best friend. It doesn't have to be somebody you've known for years. It just needs to be somebody who's willing to work the same way that you are. Number two, having parallel goals, I think, is really important. No, you don't have to want the same things overall, but I think that if one of you is working and really trying to increase rank and the other person is just working as a hobby, it's not ever going to line up because this person is again going to be laser beam focused on their vision for the future, and your vision for your future really doesn't coincide. So when you're looking for a success partner, you want to find somebody who sees themselves in sort of the same place as you in the next year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever. You're going the same place. Whether or not this person, wants to along the way quit their job and you're already a stay-at-home mom, that really doesn't have to come into play. It can, because then maybe you'll both be working the same amount of time, but it doesn't have to. The point is that you should look at the similarities in your business before you look at the similarities in your life, because it's most important who's showing up, how much time you're putting in, what kind of work you're willing to do. And the other thing is that you don't have to both be good at the same things. In fact, it's worked out really well with Lindsay and I that we're not both great at the same exact things, because then we are able to share our ideas and bounce ideas off of one another. But not only that we kind of help pick up the slack for the other person in the areas that aren't our greatest qualifications. Neither one of us has yet hired an assistant, so with all of these the shout out posts and the cover photos, like Lindsay's really good with the graphic stuff. So she has always, since we started our team, taken on that role. And I kind of took on the role of writing the stuff. So I'm the writer and she's the visual person. And because neither one of us has an assistant, we split those duties and it worked out really well having two different strengths. So when you're looking for somebody, if you're a top recruiter and the person you want to work with isn't really recruiting that much, that doesn't mean that you can't work together, that you're not willing to put in the same amount of effort and time. It just means one of you is particularly good at this one thing and the other person needs help in this area, which is great because then you can help this person, and chances are this person has been spending a lot of time doing something else, which in turn can help you. Which again, if I might point out, Lindsay was amazing at recruiting, at hitting Success Club consistently and everything like that in our first year, and I was really great at reading, which sounds silly, but now I'm obsessed with personal development, and it's been my strength that I've been able to pass it on to my coaches, and I've been able to help Lindsay get into personal development in the same way she's been able to push me to hit Success Club and my recruiting goals, which weren't necessarily my strengths or my number ones. So basically, your success partner can be anybody. Can be anybody that's in this business. And you know what, guys? It doesn't have to just be one person. While Lindsay is my main girl, I mean, she's the person that I check in with every single day. She's the person that I go to when I have an achievement that I want to, pat myself on the back for. And because it's important to recognize your successes and your steps, your milestones, but she's also the person that I go to when I'm struggling and I'm having a hard time. And most of you know as leaders that you don't want to pass that any negativity or anything like that in your downline. It's kind of crucial that you don't. So having a success partner, not somebody that you're constantly venting to, but somebody who you can share your troubles with in terms of the business, and that person in turn helps you to see the bigger picture or a way out, or just challenges you to find the answer. Because, well, in life and in this business, like sitting there and you're both just miserably talking about something isn't really very productive. So it's important that you find somebody who will listen to your gripes, but then will challenge you to rise above them. And that's exactly what we've done for each other all the time. So I guess in closing, to summarize it up, find somebody who is willing to put the same amount of hours every day as you. Find somebody who has the same vision. Find somebody who's working at the same pace. And then find somebody that you enjoy being with and being around. And I was also going to point out, sorry, my mind's really scattered right now. You don't just have to have the one. I have Lindsay, and yes, she's the person that I check into every single day, but I also have another girl who's in Andrea's downline, who's not necessarily in our team Flexi Fit Club, who I check in with pretty consistently. We bounce ideas off of one another. And I know Lindsay has a couple of coaches that she also, has reached out to and has chatted with and bounced ideas off. And it's a really great idea, actually, to have more than one, because each success partner that you have, each person who is, pushing you to be your best and pushing you to that next level, is going to have a different point of view and a different idea than the next one. So having a variety of ideas and a variety of challenges is only going to make you a better, stronger person. So find that one person that you can that maybe you admire what they're doing, you want to be like them, you want to be headed in the same direction as they are. Look to your downlines. It's worked really well for us that Lindsay is actually one of my PS coaches, the same way that Andrea is one of Joelle's PS coaches. It's just worked out really well for us in that we're able to create this team together. So look to your downlines. Maybe there's somebody in your downline that's like balls to the wall like you are, and it's going to be a perfect match for you guys to work together. Clearly they are one of your coaches for a reason. They were attracted to you and your team for a reason. So don't overlook them and feel like that you can't partner up with somebody who's in your downline, because it's absolutely, in my opinion, the best way to go. So anyways, this was a little bit longer than I planned, which is usually how that happens. But I hope this gives you a little more clarification. It doesn't have to be this big, drawn-out thing, but do remember that finding a success partner is sort of like dating. Like, you're gonna try a couple people. Sometimes it's not gonna work out. Sometimes it's not gonna stick, and it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you personally. It's just that maybe your goals aren't parallel, and that is so important in finding a key success partner. So comment below if you have any questions, comments, or if you're looking for a success partner. Talk about some of your goals in the comments below and give people an idea of who you are in this business and where you're going, and maybe you'll find your success partner today. All right, I hope it helps.